The United Nations has said that, in a United Nations report, has documented that 80% of people suffering from famine and catastrophic hunger are Palestinians in Gaza. 1/4 of the population of Gaza are starving or ill-nourished. 400,000 are now in famine. Not threatened with famine, but they are in famine. 335,000 children under the age of 5 are at high risk of severe malnutrition. The number of those killed in Gaza now stands at over 25,000, with another estimated 8,000 unaccounted for beneath the rubble. 85% of the population are displaced. As Sam has pointed out, not one single hospital in Gaza is now functioning. Schools, colleges, universities have been destroyed. Horrific scenes just in the last few days of the university in Gaza, which had been occupied by Israeli troops for days, planted with hundreds of mines and blown to pieces. 70% of aid shipments that had been agreed with the UN into Gaza have been blocked by Israel. And Barclays Bank plays an absolutely disgusting role in funding and financing Israeli arms. It invests £1.3 billion in companies supplying weapons to Israel, with a further £4 billion in loans and other forms of finance. Barclays invests in General Dynamics, which supplies the gun systems for F-16s that are being used to strafe civilians in Gaza. It finances Raytheon, which manufactures the bunker buster bombs used to destroy residential buildings. Caterpillar, that manufactures the D9 bulldozers that have destroyed the infrastructure both in Gaza and the West Bank. And last but not least, Elbit Systems, that manufactures the drones and the cluster bombs being used in the Gaza genocide. Israel and its supporters have claimed that this is self-defense. Well, first of all, genocide is not self-defense. Massacres of civilians are not self-defense. But personally, I would say something else. I don't believe that South African apartheid had the right to defend itself against the forces of liberation and freedom. I don't believe that any racist state or apartheid system or a colonial system has a right of self-defense. There's only one right, the right of all the people of historic Palestine, regardless of religion, regardless of politics, regardless of faith or background, to live in equality and peace. And that can only happen when Israeli apartheid is dismantled and there is freedom for all the people from the river to the sea.